morning and welcome to Money Wisdom, sponsored by Johnson Brunetti. I'm Natasha Lubchenko. We're teaching you smart ways to manage your money, and here with expert advice is Eric Hogarth, certified financial planner and Johnson Brunetti partner. Eric, welcome back.
Of course. Good morning.
So today we are talking all about estate planning. We've talked about it before, but you say there are some common mistakes to avoid. So I want to jump right into some of those. First one, you say forgetting to designate beneficiaries is a big mistake.
Pretty much every account you have could have a beneficiary on it. A lot of times people don't do it, or they don't have a secondary. They're like, well, if anything happens to me, it goes to my wife, but what about after that? Well, that's not going to happen. I hope it doesn't happen, but what if it does happen?
Right,
so
you never know.
You could have a bank account, you could have a transfer on death, or, you know, depending upon how you set up your will with your house, but you have to have those beneficiaries down, and you have to, you know, check them from time to time.
All right, important to know there. And now another one here is, you know, it's important to create that initial plan, but you should be checking up on it every year.
Things change, and it's like, you know, I hope that you do everything that you want to do and you spend the money and you have fun and you do all that, but it doesn't always go that way. And, you know, people joke and, you know, I didn't save this money to make my kids rich, but you didn't save this money just to pay a whole bunch of taxes and have it, the state who doesn't know you, decide where your money's going to go. So yes, check it, because even if nothing has changed for you, the law could have changed.
Right, so that's important there. Now this one, you say it's a mistake to leave any confusion around your estate plan.
Yeah, I mean, if you've gone through this with your parents and they've passed away, and if you are 60 or 70 now, your parents' generation, like, they don't talk about this stuff with their kids.
Right.
So then they pass away and you don't even know what's going on, and mistakes get made and things get lost, and it's an important conversation to have.
Well, and going off of what you just said, our final mistake here when it comes to estate planning is not discussing this estate plan with the family.
Yeah, because you could also, you know, you think you're going to be able to take care of this stuff even while you're here for the rest of your life, but a lot of people get to a point where they can't, right? People are living longer and longer, but sometimes health deteriorates and now you need help and you don't have a power of attorney. I mean, we got a call yesterday from someone who is trying to help out their parents. They don't have a power of attorney. I can't talk to that person. Like, that's, you know, you have to be protective, but you know, you should have these conversations sooner rather than later. And it doesn't have to be, you know, here kids, this is exactly how much money I have. You don't even have to talk about the money, but talk about what you're trying to accomplish, and that'll help.
And before we jump into the offer, I just want to, you know, tell our viewers, is there any timeline? Is it too early to make an estate plan, or is it, you know, what's the best time to do this?
If you have kids, definitely get working on this.
Okay.
You know, people that are like, well, you know, I don't have kids, or I'm not married, do I really need to do that? There's probably other things you need to focus on. But the second you think about having kids, yes, you got to figure this stuff out. Like my wife and I figuring out, if anything happens to us, you know, where do my little kids go? Like, that's, you have to have those conversations.
Right. Okay, so good rule of thumb is as soon as you have kids, start thinking about this estate plan. And you do have a special offer for us to learn even more about all of this.
I do. It's called The Greatest Gift. And The Greatest Gift is a book that talks about estate planning and probably tries to encourage people to have these conversations that at the core aren't fun, kind of morbid, kind of depressing, very important to have. So, and you know, and people find all the reasons to procrastinate. It's, I don't think I need a trust, and I don't know, maybe you don't. But you need to have a conversation about what you want, and you don't need to start with a lawyer, you need to start with talking about it. So The Greatest Gift, go to moneywisdomtv.com, we'll get it to you, it's free, and I hope it helps you to get started on this stuff.
All right, great offer as always. Eric Hogarth from Johnson Brunetti, thank you. And again, if you want to learn more and to receive this offer, head to moneywisdomtv.com. We will see you next time.